and the bankers and the fake government called the U.S. democracy, which was never sanctioned because this is a republic, that told you that you're in debt and that we're going to make a deal for you and give you this red taffy. So if you do some UCC liens, and then if we come at you, just give us a bond, accept it for value. What they're trying to do is get you to make a contract where none exists. But if you haven't studied, ultimately any litigation must be determined and litigated by the sovereign, mustn't it? Mustn't it? If I have a claim and you have a claim, the argument is who has the superior claim. Am I correct? Now, ultimately, it must be settled by a sovereign delegated authority. Am I correct? All right? So if you make a claim and claim to be a surety holder of anything, sooner or later, somebody's going to challenge you on it. Now, since we're under occupation and we have foreigner Europeans claiming to be Americans who they are not, who got you fooled thinking you're suffering from prejudice when you're suffering from birthright theft, and you got a bunch of leaders who work for federal and central that keep pumping this civil rights crap at you, which is a fraud, which was struck down by the Supreme Court in 1883, 1886 as unconstitutional, has nothing to do with the reality of your condition that kept you spinning your wheels, though. Do you understand? You got to wake up. We're only here to help. We're not your resolution. We deal with knowledge. We don't deal with emotions. We don't care what your beliefs are. That's personal, like your underwear with the airplanes on it. Keep your pants up. We want to solve problems. We're your brothers. You're our brothers and sisters. We come as equals. Ain't no big I's and no little U's. You are our keepers, and we're your keepers. We got some problems to solve, and the first thing we got to do is rise above emotionalism and rise above opportunism. Now, as far as Great Seal, I know a lot of you have heard of Great Seal. How many people heard of Great Seal? Anything else like that? Now, take that seal with the eye. Masonically, if you hear a Mason talk about that Great Seal, you'll hear this phrase. This is the code word. I've been to the mountaintop. That's it. If you hear a Mason say that, that's what he's talking about. And the Romans will kill you if you're a Mason and you tell that truth. Why? Because it's freeing these people. You understand? But they don't understand government because we've been held out of principles of civilization for so long. And you're not going to get back in it with emotionalism. You're going to have to study. That's why Noble Drew Ali said every temple must have a school. So you go to Moore Science Temple, and there should be a school next door for the children. If it ain't, then you better start charging these leadership to do what they're supposed to do. And Noble Drew Ali said the half has not been told. If I told you everything, you would go back to sleep. So that means they ain't going to give you all you need either. So don't let them lie to you and make them think that they're giving you everything they need. So I'm telling you just like it is. You better get real. And he also said to you, be careful, Moors, because some of your own people is going to try to put you back in slavery. So don't just think that's because somebody got a little consciousness that therefore they're qualified or that they're honorable. And also Noble Drew Ali, when they tried to set him up in 1928, he wrote a letter, a series of letters when he was in captivity, appealing to the few faithful Moors, and he demanded that that letter, Noble Drew Ali, demanded that that letter should be read at the opening of every meeting. For some convenient reason, it seems to be missing from the documents. I got it.